You know how those romantic movies often start with a silly bet between friends about someone, only for the main character to end up falling for them? Well, I know it sounds very cheesy, but that's how I kind of started my content creation journey. I never thought content creation would become part of my career. I wanted to give it a shot, but I had no idea what I would create. And honestly, and most importantly, I was super awkward in front of camera. Even for photos, I couldn't really think of any better poses than this. So yeah, you can imagine how much of a journey it has been for me to get here. I still remember the excitement I had when I first got my congratulatory email from my first employer with a job offer, and it felt like the perfect start to career I'd always dreamed of. The first year was a whirlwind. Endless overtime, business trips, missing out on family and friends gatherings. Even during big holidays like Chuseok and Seollna in Korea, I worked instead of spending time with my family. Honestly, it was exhausting, but I thought it was worth it. I believed that all this hard work would lead to better projects and higher pay. After gaining some experience, I kept chasing after better positions and offers. Eventually, I landed the job I wanted with the package I had in mind. But somehow I still wasn't happy. I couldn't figure out why. According to my plan, I should be super happy. Instead, I was dealing with a lot of the things basically. So gastritis and horrible reflux from it, exhaustion, often waking up in the middle of the night, and yeah, a lot of the gut issues, I would say. I can feel that work was really just consuming me, making it super hard to balance and separate from my personal life. Yeah. Weekends even didn't feel that great because I knew that I had to work during the weekend. Even though I was very relieved to have some time off, I knew I had to catch up on work to ease the upcoming week, which made relaxing feel not so easy, like a bit uneasy. Yeah, it was that vicious cycle where finishing work on weekends meant even less rest and more fatigue the following week. I started digging into this. I just kept asking myself why. Was it the kind of a rival fallacy? I know it's small, where reaching my goals left me feeling empty? Maybe, but I wondered why my goals were just short term instead of a long one. It started to make sense. I wanted the job because it used what I learned in university. It was meaningful, it paid my bills, and looked good to others. And my parents were very proud. But when I looked at the job's core aspects, it didn't match my true preferences or bring me joy. I honestly couldn't really see myself doing this for the next, 10 or 20 years. I had not even set any longer term goals, like climbing the corporate ladder and such. I desperately needed a change. I wasn't obviously happy, so I began reconnecting with things I loved. One of those was coaching. So before I got into uni, I had tutored, and throughout the uni time as well, I had tutored. After uni, I even taught IELTS. It's not like I know everything, right? But sharing my experience felt very rewarding. Luckily, my extensive interview experience gave me enough confidence in coaching interviews. That's how I started coaching and gained that very much needed confidence. So while continuing with my coaching sessions, what I realized the most and what hit me the most was realizing how much I really longed to work for myself. I wanted all the responsibilities and rewards to impact me directly and quickly. So one evening, while friends were over, we were casually chatting about content creation, what it takes, the mindsets, the skills. I mentioned I've always wanted to do this, but I'm not really sure what to do in front of camera. Then that was the moment. So out of the blue, my husband just jokingly proposed a bet. So if I posted 3 pieces of content in 3 months, he would turn our unused, very small room to a stylish filming studio. So that room was meant to be his woodworking workshop, but had turned into a cluttered mess. The idea itself of turning this messy room into a studio was very exciting, to be honest. And even though I wasn't even sure if I would really use it, I just took him up on the bet and started recording my day-to-day, everyday life in small videos. So the first few videos were really hard to get myself in it. Yeah, I still really didn't have a gut to be in front of camera. So I just began with the ones where I wasn't on the camera, and I just edited them and uploaded. Yeah, something magical happened. Actually, I found the process to be incredibly fun. Getting the good angles, capturing different perspectives, leaving the moments while I edit, editing for like smooth transitions, picking the right music. So for the first time in a very long time, I began separating my work life from myself. Yeah, definitely coaching was energizing. I always get more refreshed and recharged whenever I finished a coaching session, but also it was a constant reminder of any unfinished tasks, because after all, it's the interview was about my field and my position, right? So often it led me to reopen my laptop at night. But content creation was a bit different. It wasn't really just work, it really made me reflect on myself. Uploading new videos helped me get in touch with my true self. It's just like keeping a journal, I would say. It really became a healing process. And that's when I finally gathered all my confidence to be in front of camera. I realized that there is nothing much to worry about. So sharing my thoughts and expressing myself directly to the camera was quite different from what I had imagined. I thought it would be very scary. I still felt a bit awkward, to be honest. I still felt a bit shy, but yeah, honestly, it was the most enjoyable part of the whole content creation process. So 3 months passed and I didn't quite manage to upload all 30 videos. I was a few short, I think, but still, my husband cleared that small room to make it into his own study. So now this co-study is all mine. It turned out well. It turned out even better. Even though I found my passion in content creation, things didn't magically change overnight. It's still incredibly fun, but one day I might grow tired of it. That one day might come very soon. I don't know. However, this experience has helped me understand myself better. I have discovered that I enjoy creating, prefer being in front of the camera, and even love working for myself. I have definitely realized there is so much more I can do beyond my own job. So yeah, if you're watching this and feel lost, just like I did, I recommend you giving that thing you have been very hesitant about a try. Before I finish off, I would like to deliver the message to my husband. Thank you very much for taking that bet. I'm very glad that I took it at the time. I always thank you for helping me to push myself out of my comfort zone. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.